I understand. Bonjour, c'est Michele Morrone et retrouvez-moi en Cherie FM. They called my agency, but back at the time I wasn't really working as an actor anymore because I was passing through a bad moment of my life. But the agency called me and it's like, hey, listen, there's this project in Poland. It's called 365 Days. I didn't know that it was gonna become like a huge movie like that. Once I was with my director having dinner during the shooting, and it just happened just like that because he was asking me, what would you like to do beside of acting, you know? And I just told him, like, I like to sing. Like, wow, come on, let me listen at something. And I made them listen. I had like a small track in my phone, and it was Darkroom, and I was like, I have this, and he's like, wow, this is gonna be in the movie. But you know, that night I thought that he just was drunk, you know. So I'm like, you know, okay, whatever. But the day next he came back to me and he's like, hey, where's the song? And I'm like, wow, this guy today is sober. And we actually decided to build up this, and then he asked me later on to make some other songs, and I made Hard For Me. I was like for a couple of weeks closed in the studio working. I was used to go in the studio not knowing what I was going to do because I didn't have ideas. But I was going to studio and then, you know, finding the right rhythm, you know, dang, that. For example, do it like that. You can do it like that one. I was just, boom, I just made it with my mouth, and it was an incredible artistic moment for me because I had to scratch my head to take out all of those songs. I knew I had the passion on writing poems before. When you write a song, it's totally different. Different things that I talk about the album was, for example, let's get a song. If we take Dad, it talks about my dad who's passed away when I was 11 years old. I try to build up which is actually, that is my favorite song of the album, and I try to build up a kind of dialogue between me and him. But I think that the particular thing of this song is that I tried to write his words to me, not me talking to him, but him talking to me from the sky. If we're talking about that, if we're talking about, for example, Next, it talks about a friend of mine that was very close to me in Italy, that from a moment to the other one, it just disappeared. Nobody knew where he was anymore, and we all wondering where he was. And after a year, he just came back with a baby. It disappeared because he had a lot of problem in Italy. There were women following him, husband who wanted to kill him. He has tax problem, money, you know, a lot of problems. So he just packed a small bag and went to Spain, but without saying anything to anybody. So I dedicate that song to my friend. I built up a new life in Spain. I can't answer. We are talking about something incredibly strong for me. It's like if I'm married with two person, and I love them both a lot in the same time. They have equity. Actually, like when I'm acting, when I'm being Massimo Torricelli, which is something totally different from me because he's a tough guy, you know, he's stronger. I'm being someone else, and I like to be someone else. I like to discover psychologists, but when I make music, I'm being myself. They both give me the same passion, you know, the same, you know, emotions, you know. I'm building up the second album with my team. I'm writing the second album, and we're trying to think when the coronavirus is over, we're gonna start, you know, making a lot of concerts, you know, lives in France and all around the world. Talking about the music, talking about the cinema, I'm gonna start soon shooting a movie in Hollywood. It's a Hollywood production. I'll be shooting in Mexico, and then I have 365-second part, and probably another really important series for Netflix.